8个人都不少。已经把虎哥干废一场了啊！上来就3-0打的，哎，打的不说话了，虎哥。大虎英雄专打老虎。
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had it taken off him. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's Rui Costa. And here's Pato. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Giuseppe Bergami, certainly one of the fiercest opponents I've had the honour of facing.
Well, one of Italy's finest and surely anyone's fiercest opponent. A master of everything defensive, Jim, and you, as you mentioned, faced him on the international stage.
Yeah.
Chance for a shot!
Ibrahimovic.
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Denmark are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Valverde. Oh, they can break here. Can he get it through? No way through. Bragantino leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Quarter of an hour played. Now, can they get him away? Saliba gets across to intercept that. Now it's Pato. Facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now that's well seen too. Rummenigge. Plowing, takes a shot!
我操啊！我们这个太暴躁了。
Message of confidence there.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
Marquez. And it's Valverde. Valverde never out of the action for very long. No, he's not going to get any further than that.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now that looks a decent ball, and he's managed to get free. Strong running down that left flank. That's a good run down the left. He is through here. The message is clear, none shall pass. Definitely away. And here's Kaka. Van Bommel. Albertini.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Lampard. Rui Costa. And here's Pato. Marquez spots it and intercepts. Raul. Rummenigge. And it's Kaka. Bergomi does really well to win the ball there.
Bragantino can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And this is Pato. Pato is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lampard, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Or played right into his path. Great chance!
呀，谁的傻？
Raul. It's Rui Costa. Lampard. Lampard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lampard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, shooting chance! Bergomi with the clearance. Van Bommel. And we've reached half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half.
Ibrahimovic.
They're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Bragantino just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Bragantino currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Kaka in with the challenge.
Kaka really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
No, that's been intercepted. Maicon is the guilty party there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Van Bommel plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Bergomi cuts it out. Albertini. Roberto Carlos. Kaká receives it in a good position. And the finish! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Bergomi did well to stay calm there.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hangs in a cross.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Towering header! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Van Bommel.
Lampard. Pato.
And this is Raul. Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That is a brilliant interception. Bragantino are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
看人都不上，
Looking wide.
藐视我呀，虎哥！
Bragantino do have a chance to counter here. Good pressure, determined, intense. Now it's Pato.
阿头这种小垃圾，
Happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Denmark appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what? It's the same result.
And here's Raul. He's chosen to go back. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Valverde. Denmark can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
像我的两个日本神兽。
Substitution for Denmark. Number 22.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 8. Rui Costa. Number 13.
And that has put paid to that.
Albertini.
Rummenigge.
Number 25.
This is Adriano.
Alexandre
Rummenigge.
Number 14. Raul.
Van
Coming on the
Bommel.
field. Number 20.
McManaman.
Tonali.
Now it's
Number
Kane.
7. McManaman.
Tonali.
Number 23. Mateus. Number 11.
And here's Inzaghi.
Kane. Number 24.
Bragantino can consider themselves just about safe now.
牛，虎哥牛。
And they can counter here. Oh, that's well spotted. Van Bommel, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely intercepted. Mateus. The final 5 minutes. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Good take, and is he? And the shot! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
A case now.
虎哥待会儿说网络今天网络不行，虎哥待会儿
Picked
不
up
行，
brilliantly.
我说今天网不好。
Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And he's intervened well there. Eder Militao. Now Van Bommel. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Bragantino can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly.
And now